everybody. Well, I got one side of one pallet completed. I in the middle of staining this up, I got a phone call from a family friend, and he's going to be having a tree company come in and knock down some ash trees, and he wanted me to take a look at them and see you know, if it would be of any use to me. So I imagine I will make good use of it, and we're gonna go over there, talk to him for a little bit, get an idea of what the layout of the land looks like, so that way when I bring my excavator over and likely my chainsaw and get this stuff thrown on the trailer and hauled back here for our own personal firewood. So yeah, that's gonna have to be it, I think, until I don't know, maybe later I'll flip the camera back on and add some to this video. But at this point, this is all I got going on at the moment. And I was thinking about bringing the camera with me. However, our friend, I haven't seen him in, oh gosh, probably 6 years since the last time maybe I've even said hello to the gentleman. So last thing I want to do the first time I see him in that long is, by the way, and jam a camera in his face. Yeah, so that'll have to be it for now, and I'll catch you guys. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mount Tammany Ridge. It is now the next day. Yesterday I was staining a pallet down here in the Cover-It building, and had to cut that short and go chase down a friend of mine who's looking to give us a whole bunch of ash once he gets a tree service company in there to take it all down. And that went really well, and just excited and hoping that phone call comes in sooner than later to come pick that stuff up. But for today, we're going to be doing some firewood splitting. I don't have anybody down here to help me bundle, so it kind of might be a little bit of that and a little bit of just splitting and throwing in the tote. So we're just gonna get to stacking some of these rounds here onto the cable spool that I just introduced to the processing equipment, dare I say. So I'm gonna pick up some of the smaller pieces that I can handle, get them up there so I have some to pick from and send through the splitter. So let's get to it. I apologize, it's pretty windy here, which is really a blessing because it's been super hot the past week or so, and I could use a cool down with a nice breeze. So today we're expected to see around 74, 75 degrees with a nice steady breeze like this, so it'll be real nice. It'll be a nice change. So before I get to burning like the grass is, we're gonna get moving here. My name's John. I'm up here in northwestern New Jersey, and I'm down here at my wood yard. So this afternoon I was hoping to have gotten a little bit more footage, but seeing as how I rely on my phone mostly for this stuff, I also use my phone for GPS for work and in a lot of instances. So there's not a whole lot of battery life left on the phone, unfortunately. and I didn't realize it until I got all the way down here. So this is what I'm working with. So not going to be doing a whole lot today. Past few days have been really kind of messed up because of a lot of smoke down here from the Canadian wildfires up north, and it's just it was too thick. We're kind of like up, like we're like 450 feet above sea level, but we're also in a valley. So we've got a mountain range to our right and a mountain range to our left. So and of course then we have a river going through, so that cool water flowing down the river, you know, everything, it just, all the smoke just settled right here basically. It seems like all of it, like right here at the bottom of our property. So it was actually smokier down here at the wood yard than it was up at the house, about, you know, 900 feet away. Anywho, that's what I've been dealing with for the past couple days. Yesterday was a day off and it was completely wasted. Couldn't get anything done because of the smoke. So down here today, what I have going on is just basically maintenance. I got a full tote here. There's a partial tote, and then on the other side of that one, there's a full tote near the skid loader. And then I got another full tote over there by the excavator. And I'm going to be taking those up top to put them in their final place throughout the seasoning process. And then I've got this pile of scrap here. Now I know this is probably going to irk some of you, but you know, a lot of this scrap I probably could use for kindling. However, the scrap that I had from last year, still a ton of it left. So it doesn't make any sense for me to heap this up somewhere over here. I don't have a lot of room for the firewood processing part, let alone the storage part. So I'm just kind of working with what I got. So this stuff here is probably unfortunately going to have to go down to the pile at the end of the property and just compost. So I'm going to use a big snow bucket. I'm going to scrape all that stuff up the excavator, kind of sweep it into the bucket so I can get out of my way. And I'm going to take these two full totes up to their final, like I said, their final resting place until it's cold season. So let's just get to it. I'll set up the camera. Probably going to put it on time lapse because that'll save a lot of energy as far as the battery life on the phone. So let's get to it. So I hope you guys can see this okay, the transition from the light into the shaded cover. So this is one pallet that I've gotten done. Like I said yesterday, I wanted to be out here going to town on these things, but with the smoke, it just within minutes of me being out here, my eyes were burning, my nose was burning, throat was burning, the whole nine. So unfortunately, that's where we are still sitting with that project, waiting on those to get stained. So here we've got a few bundles that's kind of overflow for this tote here. So primarily ash. We might have some maple kind of hidden in there, probably in those bags, I think is where some of the maple's hiding. I think pretty much all of this is ash. And then I've got a experimental bag here, and that is oak. So we split them down, and I'm gonna let them kind of sit there high and dry, just kind of in the wind here, because the wind goes right through this coverlet, one end to the other. So that should wick away any moisture pretty quickly. So I'm gonna leave that sit for, you know, a month or two, and see where that gets us. So, but other than that, that's all I have going on here lately. Haven't been posting videos a lot. Like I said, with this new job, I've been kind of flat, how can I say, on my face basically at the end of the day. So I've been pretty beat. And tomorrow I'm not gonna have a lot going on as far as, I might do some splitting, but you can see around the implements here, the grass, the weeds and stuff are starting to get a little tall. So tomorrow after I get home from work, I'll probably fire up the weed trimmer and get in here and knock this back before it gets out of hand. We're supposed to get a little bit of rain, I think, sometime tomorrow. And we're hoping, because the pastures are getting a little rough out there. So that's going to be it for this evening's events. Now, as far as this weekend, the initial plan was to do, well, firewood. So we are going to be doing firewood related things. However, I'm not sure that we're going to be doing a whole lot in the way of splitting, but I'm going to be going up to, there's a gentleman that I work with. He had overheard that I do firewood, and he said he's got a ton, absolute ton of ash up at his place, that I can have all of it. So yesterday on my day off, a little bit of time that I, you know, dared to even hang out outside, I waited till he got home, met up with him there, and he showed me all the ash that is already down and bucked up, and some of it's, you know, semi, you know, cut up into lengths. So I'll probably be using our small dump trailer to get all that. And I think I'm gonna be starting Saturday this weekend, going up there with the mini excavator and our dump trailer, and I'm gonna start bringing some of that stuff home, because the beautiful thing about that is that stuff's pretty much, it's ready to burn right now. So by winter time, it's going to be perfect. So we're going to put that on the front burner. We're going to get that stuff processed, put into the totes. And I may be calling AJ from Shaver Equipment up there in the Wilkes-Barre area in PA. And I think I'm going to be ordering a sample of those firewood bags, the log lift bags. So we're going to get some of those here, and that way we can continue to knock out this stack of wood here, and whatever more I can bring from this piece of property that I'll be at this weekend. They did give me permission to record, so I can bring you guys along. That'll be pretty cool. I just got to be careful not to, you know, get anything about the house in the background or anything. So I'm going to be kind of setting you guys up in a spot where we don't have to worry about any of that. And you might just kind of have to watch right from one spot in the tripod. So I'm going to stop yammering, and I'm going to let you guys go watch somebody else if you haven't already decided to do that. So you guys have a good evening, and I hope everybody's doing okay up in Canada with all those crazy fires you guys have up there. And thank you to all my subscribers from up that area and all over the place. I was just looking at the analytics, not to make it longer, but a lot of viewers from Australia, Germany, obviously Canada, and there was another one too, United Kingdom. They were also watching quite a bit for a while there. So you know, like I said, my analytics have been a little bit of a roller coaster. Nobody's fault but mine. Just haven't been able to get the content out there regularly. So you guys have yourselves a good night. If you like the content you're seeing here, just hit that thumbs up button if you could, and even subscribe. It really would help out the channel. I'm looking forward to growing the channel. Like I said, I just need to muster up that extra oomph at the end of the day to really be out here and making that content while I'm doing the things I need to do. So have yourselves a good evening. Thanks again.